Okay, I am going to do a few problems recommended on the study guide to review for the chapter 2 portion of your final. Okay, so these problems came from page 72 and they suggested you look at 11 through 24. All right, so you got to get straight the difference between intersection and union. So X intersect with Y would be any elements that are in both sets at the same time. So that would be A and C. If I were to do the union of X and Y, then it would be all the elements combined together into one set. So any element that's in either set, it can be in set X, set Y, or both. So I would include A, B, C, E, and G. Okay, because they asked us to look at X and Y. All right, 13 and 14 are just like that. All right, let me look at 16 since the odd ones are in the back of the book. 16 says to do Y, the complement of Y is what that means. So elements that are not in Y but are part of this universal set. So I'm going to knock out A, B, and C. So I want the elements in the universal set that are not in set Y. So my answer to 16 would be just D, E, F, and G. Okay. All right, let's do another one that involves complement. Let's look at number 18. Okay, so I'm doing 11 and 12, 16 and 18. All right, on 18, I need the complement of set X, and then I need that intersected with Z. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the universal set, but I'm going to now look at X, set X, and I want the elements from the universal set that are not in set X. So A, C, E, and G are in set X. So I have to take those out. And so this portion would just be the set consisting of B, D, and F. Okay. All right, but then I need to intersect that with Z, which is B, C, D, E, and F. And intersection means in both sets at the same time. Oh, so that turns out to be B, D, and F. B, D, and F. And that's the answer to 18. Okay. All right, and then let me look at one more with you dealing with that. Let's look at the difference of two sets. So if Y is first, okay, then I would be thinking about set Y first. And then I'm going to take away from that set any element that is in set X. So A is in set X. I have to subtract that or take that out. C is in set X. So I'm going to take that out. So that leaves me with just B. And that would be your answer. So for the difference of two, start with your set. So let's do another one of those. Let's look at 21. For the difference of the other way around, X minus Y, I would start with set X. And then what I would do is take out of set X, cross out anything that's in set Y. So A is in set Y, so is C. So my answer to this question would be just E and G. Okay. All right, a little bit more on sets. They recommended we look at analyzing set operations with Venn diagrams. So they might give you something like this to do. So it asks you to shade a Venn diagram that would represent this set. Okay. So here, if this is set A and this is set B, then not A would be outside here, outside A. I'm going to do this in blue. Okay. And then not B would be outside B. I'm going to go the other way with it. So outside set B. So I can't be in circle B. Okay. But I can be anywhere outside it. You see that? Okay. And then if I want the intersection of the red and the blue, I need to look for where I have both blue and red shading. I'm going to do that in black. So that would be, okay, anything out here. Okay. And actually, I could have gotten that. Let's look at 60. I could have gotten there by using De Morgan's law, because I could have done that the complement of A intersect B is the same as A union B in parentheses complement. So watch, when you do A union B, wouldn't A union B just be anything that's in either set? That would be the answer to that one. So then if I did the complement of A union B, so this would also be that picture that I got before, just everything outside of the A and the B circles. Okay. All right, so they might ask you to do something like that, or they might ask you to go the other way. So use these and come up with symbols to represent the shaded region. So let's try maybe 74. Do you see how 74 contains all of set B? So that would be set B. And then see how I also have this shaded region that's outside of A? Okay. So I could union that with the complement of A, and that would be one thing I could do. One way I could name that set. There could be more than one correct answer. Okay. Or like this one right here. I'll do 73. If I look at that one, I see A union B is everything in white, and I want what's outside of that. So I'm going to do the complement of it. Okay. So it sounds like that's the kind of thing that you might see is a problem like these, where you're just using the set operations, and then one like this one or this one where you're trying to show that you understand how Venn diagrams can be used to analyze things. Okay, let me do one more of those. So this one here, the if I did A union B, that would be everything, including that little inside area right there, okay, which I don't want. So I could do A union B, but then I could take that and I could subtract out A intersect B. Okay, remove from that what's in that middle section. And that would also give me that same green shaded region. But there'll be more than one correct answer on those.